Would D Angelo Russell and a first round pick from the Los Angeles Lakers be a smart trade for the Washington Wizards? At first, I'm going to say no, but let's look at it another angle next on Locked On Wizards.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Scott again, and I appreciate you guys making Locked On Wizards your first listen every single day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. And tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. As the playoffs wind down, the sports stop sporting like we want them to, right? But this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone, every day, all summer long. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, everybody. There's a report that obviously the Los Angeles Lakers are a potential suitor for Kyle Kuzma. There's also another report that D Angelo Russell is on the trading block for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they're trying to flip him. So, and then I'm also going off of an actual report from The Athletic, and also a really good article put out by the Wizard of Oz. So definitely shout out to the Wizard of Oz because they are a really good source to your Wizards news and a lot of good articles about potential moves and stuff like that. So let's get into the actual article. According to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, who noted the information on his podcast, Buha's Block, the LA Lakers have been looking to trade D'Angelo Russell ever since he opted into his contract. That should get the Washington Wizards very intrigued. And obviously, again, Wizard of Oz came out with an article talking about it. Now, look, at first glance, I say no. Now, that's just off, first glance, because knowing D'Angelo Russell's game, obviously, he's a guy who's a score-minded guard. He really features predominantly as a point guard, but he once played two guard, and he had in certain moments playing two guard. So he can definitely be a two guard because he's a three-point shooter. He's a sniper, Now defensively, again, not the best defender. And we know how it is to have Jordan Poole in the backcourt with another guard who can't defend very well. Even though Jordan Poole did show signs that he was showing a lot more effort on the defensive end. He locked in more defensively. Right now, we all can agree that we can't put him down as a lockdown defender, right? So at first glance, looking at a potential D'Angelo Russell move to DC, you want to say no. Easy. You want to say no. Because where would we put him, right? We have Malcolm Brogdon, who played two guard. Now, could D'Angelo Russell or Malcolm Brogdon slide to the second unit? Absolutely. Now, would it conflict with Bob Carrington? Maybe not. And like I said, at first glance, I want to say no to a potential D'Angelo Russell trade. Obviously, one first-round pick would accompany D'Angelo Russell. Now, would that match the asking price of Will Dawkins for Kyle Kuzma? No. I think you definitely still aim for 2 first-round picks. But like I said, we're going to dive into it another perspective, all right? Because like I said, at first glance, I'm going to say heck no. But you know what? I took some time to really analyze this. All right, I have 5 reasons why maybe the Wizards could, to a certain degree, consider it. I'm trying to ebb you a little bit to try to see the opposite, the flip side of the coin real quick. All right, so reason number 1, he is an expiring contract. So, looking at Kyle Kuzma, his contract is very team friendly. So it's not a necessity that you need to move on because he's not making a break in the cap situation in DC. But you would get off that contract sooner, if that means anything, as far as if certain pieces in this team progress faster, it would make a move. This is subject to obviously performance of the team. This is a team that's not going to win more than 20-25 games. Let's be real. If they win 30, I might have a heart attack because I want Cooper Flag in a Wizards uniform or somebody in this draft in the top 5. But looking at D'Angelo Russell, it's an expiring contract. Same thing with Michael Brogdon. So you would be getting off of money sooner. Like I said, it's not a necessity because Kyle Kuzma is not a necessity to move him. His contract is very team friendly, and he's a guy that if he does change 1 or 2 things in his game, can fit nicely next to, a couple of players and, potentially Bilal or Alex R and help them get their touches and help them develop at the same time. So it's not a necessity to move on for him. But I'm going to give you another reason why you should, somewhat consider. I already said it comes with a first-round pick. So if we're looking to add, draft compensation, we get a first-round pick out of the deal. Now, obviously, it does not match the 2 first-round picks that Will Dawkins is looking for. And like I said, with any negotiation, you aim high. You definitely try to get 2. Now, are they willing to, I guess, look at it from several different perspectives? Do they look at it as a situation where D'Angelo Russell's a bad contract, they can flip, and attach the first to him? Yeah. to get a second first from LA, because I know they do. I believe they have 2 firsts that they can't trade. Now, do they view Kyle Kuzma as a commodity for a first? And I think that, to a certain degree, you could. So could they snake it away to get a couple of firsts from the Lakers? Maybe, because, the Lakers obviously need that piece or two to help them give it a hunch in a really competitive Western Conference. And Kyle Kuzma is a guy who's shown that he can, he's not the player he was with his first stint in LA, where he was predominantly a role player. He's shown that he can be a starter. Now, where would he fit in? LeBron can play the 4. That's a subject for another time and, really for another organization. But I'm going to give you another reason why, I wouldn't totally say no to the idea, right? He wants to play shooting guard. Now, I get it. We know what a backcourt is with Jordan Poole and a guard who can't defend. Last year was Tyus Jones. Now, rock with me now. He's expiring contract. He is a veteran player. Hate him or love him, he's a veteran player. Could he roll on the second unit with Bub Carrington? I think that could fit. Now, if that's the vision that Brian Keefe would want, if D Angelo Russell is okay with that, let him be in the backcourt in the second unit. Bub is a defender. Bub has shown good effort on defensive end. Put Bub, put Bub at point guard in the second unit. Put D'Angelo Russell at the 2 guard, and you still roll with Jordan Poole starting at point guard and Malcolm Brogdon starting the 2 guard. So yes, you have a great abundance of guards, right? And I get it. That's an issue. You have a lot of guards going on, which leads to my next point. We need to free up 2 spots anyways. And really mentoring Bub and playing 2 guard on second unit was actually my 4th reason. So I'm getting into my 5th reason, which is we need to free up 2 Russell spots anyways. So obviously, if you look at the guard situation, Jared Butler's on the team. We need to free up another spot, which is we could potentially Eugene Emery. Would either of those contracts really bog down the Lakers? We could attach those 2 players with Kyle Kuzma and see if we should make it a second round, or not second round, second first round pick. Would that be enough? I don't know, but I think that you're guaranteed to get 1. So I think that's the only way this works, right? These 5 reasons are the only way it could potentially work. And I'm not saying I'm in favor of it, because I'm still saying no. It's just too much of a log jam. I think that right now we relatively know what the roster is going to look like. Very well could see Jordan Poole and Malcolm Brogdon, in the same backcourt. I think it would be a better backcourt than it was with Tyus Jones. Nothing against Tyus, but Malcolm Brogdon is a better defender. Bub Carrington and Jared Butler. I think Bub Carrington, between the 2, they're going to find minutes for Bob. But these 5 reasons are reasons why I think that I wouldn't necessarily say no 100%. If looking at this 5 reasons, I'm going to reiterate real quick. He's an expired contract who could come with a first round pick. He wants to play 2 guard. We need to free up 2 spots anyways. And, he could potentially mentor Bub on the second unit. And he would definitely be a player that you can flip at the deadline. Him and Malcolm Brogdon would definitely be a couple of pieces that we can move at the deadline and get more draft assets. So I think, it could potentially be a good move if that's the direction the Wizards want to go in. Like I said, I'm not in favor 100%, even though, like I said, it took me time to kind of analyze it, look at different perspectives and say that, these are 5 reasons why it could potentially work. Now, if you're adding, again, if you're looking to add draft compensation, is one way to do it. Now, you would not begin the matching price of 2 first-round picks for Kyle Kuzma. And again, we don't necessarily need to be in a hurry to move Kyle Kuzma. It's a team-friendly deal. He wants to be here. He's a guy that, he can fit as far as, meeting certain expectation, meeting certain expectations as far as his play style. We could potentially still develop Bilal, Alex Sarr, and still have Kyle Kuzma in that wanted, or the first or second scoring option. So, like I said, subject, the further dominoes falling. Like I said, the roster is, looks like more and more you're looking at it probably at 95% and what you're going to see opening night. Now, obviously, there's moves that need to be made. Johnny Davis, is he coming back? Eugene Emery, where does he fit in? Jared Butler, where does he fit in? Even though I think he's a really good backup point guard, there are reasons why, if looking at, D'Angelo Russell, there's reason if you acquire a guy who has more trade value in a D'Angelo Russell, you definitely bring him in. If, the thing is, the MO, the model that is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Picking on bad contracts. It goes back to them picking up Al Horford and then flipping them. I'm not totally against a potential D'Angelo Russell move. I'm right now I'm saying no, because we have an overabundance of guards. And I do like Jared Butler. I think Jared Butler is a baller. I don't think we necessarily need to make a move for D Angelo Russell because, again, you're probably not going to get the 2 first-round picks for the Lakers. So you're not going to get the matching price for Kyle Kuzma. We're not, we shouldn't be in a hurry to move him, even though I think he's definitely a tradable player. Most of these vets are, if not all the vets on the roster are tradable. But I think that, and do I necessarily think we're going to get the 2 first-round picks? I don't think so. Could this be one of the better options? Could it be a case of us overvaluing our players? Yes. But you definitely aim for that in the negotiations. You aim for 2. So I'm not 100% out on D'Angelo Russell. I gave you guys 5 reasons why I think it could work, and it wouldn't bog down his team long term. So like I said, I'm about 75 no, 25 yes. But there are, like I said, I laid out 5 reasons why I think you should consider. I think that it wouldn't bog us down long term. Yes, you probably wouldn't get the value that you're expecting for Kyle Kuzma, but you will get draft assets in the first-round pick, expiring contract in D'Angelo Russell, and you can free up, we do need to free up some spots. Would Eugene or Jared Butler be enough to sway another first-rounder? We'll see. But like I said, a lot to think about, guys. So we're going to get into Bilal Coulibaly, how his performance was against Japan, and then we're going to roll out. I'm going to give you guys an itinerary because I will be going on vacation, so I definitely want to give you guys itinerary what to expect the next couple of days leading into the weekend. But before we do, tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. So I love sports. I love them so much. I never want them to stop. But as the playoffs wind down, we get fewer games, and the sports aren't sportsing like I want them to. But FanDuel lets me keep the sports going whenever I want. All I have to do is open the app and dream up bets anytime I'm in the mood, y'all. And this summer, FanDuel is hooking up all customers with a boost or a bonus daily. That's right. There's something for everyone, every day, all summer long. So look, head over to FanDuel.com and start making the most out of your summer. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Are you watching Fox Sports or ESPN on your TV all day long? Have to turn down the volume with all that shouting? Make the switch to Locked On Sports today. A free 24/7 sports streaming channel, program free every day to bring you the biggest stories without all the screaming. Locked On Sports Today brings you can't-miss analysis, opinions, and news streaming 24/7 on YouTube or the free Amazon Fire TV channels app. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. All right, everybody, let's get into it. We're going to get in, look into Bilal's performance versus Japan. Now, it was a close one, but France is now 2-0. Team Japan is 0-2, with France beating Japan 94-90. Now, let's look at a couple guys. Predominantly, we're going to look at Bilal, obviously, because I'm not too invested into Team France unless you're a listener who's a French national. But let's take a look at the points real quick, real quickly. Victor Wembanyama, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 15 rebounds, and 7 points. Let's see what was blocked numbers for him. Block shots for Gobert was 2 and 2 for Wembanyama. So a couple good performances, obviously defensively from Gobert and offensively and defensively from Wembanyama. Fournier added 14 points in 30 minutes, but bad shooting night with 5 for 18 overall and 2 for 9 from 3. But looking at Bilal, a.k.a. Be Cool, my guy. He did play 12 and a half minutes, that is. He was only 1 for 1 from the field. It was a 2-pointer, so he contributed 2 points. Now, obviously, he only played 12 and a half minutes. The sample size is small. Rebounding numbers weren't bad. He got 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So, again, guys, very small sample size for Bilal. He hasn't got the minutes that I think a lot of us hoped that he would have gotten. But then again, he's a second-year guy. The Olympics, they're trying to compete. these teams are trying to win gold. So I get it when they the priority goes to tenured NBA players or former NBA players, because, I guess, if you look at it in a team with Nicholas Batum, Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert, and Victor Wembanyama, you can argue that, Bilal is probably going to get the short end of the stick, because again, even if you add in Frank Ntilikina, where, is Frank Ntilikina that much better than Bilal? I don't think so. So you're looking at Bilal potentially could be 6 man, because the only closest guy in minutes is Nando Di Colo, which he got 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes. So he's kind of competing in minutes wise with him, Frank Ntilikina, the 6 man. So like I said, the sample size is small, but I think that the experience is what the biggest thing you get out of the Olympics is for Bilal Coulibaly. He's getting that experience against high-end players. Like I said, Team Japan, you're not going to see a lot of guys with NBA. I mean, you got Rui, former Wizard Rui, who, by the way, put up 24 points. So he looked good, 10 for 16 for the field, 3 for 5 from 3. So definitely good to see former Wizard Rui Hachimura doing his thing. And then you got Yuta Watanabe. He's currently in the league. So you got a couple NBA players over there. So nothing against Team Japan. But, like I said, it's going to get harder, especially when you're going to get Team USA, Team Canada. The list goes on, man. So, like I said, I'm going to get into the itinerary for the rest of the week and let you guys know what's going on and what I'm going to cover as far as content next week. Before we do, I'm going to talk to you guys about Locked On NBA, right? Thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen of the day. For your second listen, enjoy Locked On NBA podcast. There's no offseason in NBA, I'm trying to tell you guys. And Locked On NBA provides daily basketball analysis from national and local experts in 30 minutes or less. No one keeps you as informed and entertained as Locked On NBA. Available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every single day. All right, everybody. Like I said, guys, this will be the final video for this week. I am going on vacation. I'm getting on the road noon tomorrow. Like I said, but there's a big but with that. If any major news comes out, I will be taking my equipment with me. So if any major news comes out, I will be covering on the road. I might be on the beach with a satellite up there, man. But I'm gonna get it out to you guys, man. Like I said, any major news comes out, any roster moves, anything like that, I will put it out for you guys. But like I said, if not, I'm gonna be on the beach, man. I'm gonna be on my vacation because look, it's just the quiet before the storm, right? About to hit into the NBA season and the NFL season, and school's about to start, so I definitely need some time off, y'all. So, like I said, I will be picking it up on Monday. So we definitely look forward to putting out video on Monday night, which will be next month because tomorrow's the last day of this month. So the next video will be on the 5th, Monday the 5th. So, like I said, I'm gonna be on vacation. I hope everybody has a blessed weekend. Like I said, definitely appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys taking your time. I get it right now. It's a quiet time in the NBA. The views obviously went down, and I'm not sweating it, man. Because like I said, all the true folk who watch every video, you're still rocking with me. And like I said, I get it. Most of the news not coming out is not the sexiest news, man. So a lot of, obviously not a lot of people are going to view like they would, like with free agent moves or the draft or the game. So it's all love, y'all. Like I said, I think we all need a break. So like I said, I will be picking it up on Monday the 6th. But just tonight will be my final video for the week. So again, got love for y'all, man. Love y'all. Definitely. I hope you guys have a safe and blessed weekend. Definitely drink responsibly, and I will see you guys Monday. So hail to the Wizards and peace. See you guys next time.